It goes off. It's my fault.
Hang on.
We're going to sync it right here, though. Yeah, good shit. Good shit. Good shit. Might have me a little dark. Check mine. That might be a little bit better. I usually put it like right in there. Yeah.
That looks good. You're not blown out.
Yeah. Cool.
One of your episodes, I'll be honest, you looked whiter than I did.
Dude, we had problems with editing fucking
Yeah.
for like at least 6 episodes, and then after that it was just like
It was just that one episode that was all.
that one was with Jessica,
Yeah.
and then we had the one with me, and made me like dark as shit. And then there was like one with you, it like pilled you. I was like, man, what the fuck is every fucking week? It's something. It's somebody else. It's something else. But shit,
Yeah.
man. All right, so welcome back to another episode of Unveiled Paths podcast, episode 14. I'm Beezus,
I'm D-Well.
and we are here in the studio again with Justin Dyer.
Yeah.
Just joking. So I'm gonna go ahead and shine light to the fact that we've already shot this man's episode, and then we ran out of storage. So now we're going to shoot it again for you guys in your pleasure. Welcome back to the studio.
What's up?
What's going on, man?
Thanks for having me back again.
Thanks for coming back again.
Oh, absolutely.
was
Just
a
a nice
pleasure.
hour and a half drive down here.
You know,
Get out of the house.
Yeah.
it was fun the first time, and I know it's going to be fun the second time.
I hope so.
Oh,
Hope I'm
absolutely.
interested enough.
Did we drop? You dropped like a whole like little announcement at the first of. Do you need to drop that announcement again?
Oh, yeah. By the way, all opinions are of mine and mine alone, not the state of Missouri. So
Yes.
Department of Corrections, this is just me.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
I'm
We
glad you
appreciate
remembered. I forgot.
it. Oh, dude, I'm in it.
I'm glad somebody is.
I am in it.
Right
So,
on.
man, you know, let's go ahead and dive into it.
Right on. Yeah, so Patrick from Farmington, Missouri, born and raised. Shout out Truman Kindergarten. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Still have that stupid song we had to do every single day stuck in my head. It's about
wanna
be
sing it?
respectful, be no. I could do it. I'm not. We'll be here all day. But anyway, yeah, born and raised in Farmington. Left for a short period of time, came back, worked some different jobs. Now I'm with the state.
Yeah.
But yeah,
How'd you like Farmington growing up?
it's the funniest thing. I think it's, when you grow up in a small town, I hated it.
Yeah.
Couldn't wait to leave.
Yeah.
It was like, as soon as I get out of here, I'm never coming back. I'm going to live states away. I'm going to be on the coast. And then I moved to Illinois. And a year later, I was back.
So you got as far as you can get, and then came right back home.
It
Yup.
always drags you back.
Oh, yeah. So,
It's always that thing when you tell your friends, you're like, man, don't come back, and then they come back, you're like, dang,
yep, now you're stuck.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yep.
You'll raise your whole ass family here.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Yeah,
Where was your dreams of going?
West Coast.
West Coast?
I've been in love with Seattle my entire life. I don't know why.
Yeah.
There's not like, I don't have a sentimental thing. I've never been, but it's just like something about Seattle just really draws me towards it. Like, I don't mind rain, first off, so like I actually enjoy it. I'm not one of those people that it rains all day and I'm depressed all of a sudden. I actually I'll sit there and just stare at it.
I don't get depressed. I just don't like to get wet. That's my problem.
I just change my last name every time I get wet. It's fine. But yeah, no, and then I would say California, but it depends on where,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that place is a shit show.
Right, especially right now.
Not
I
gonna
worked
get into
out
the
there
politics of it.
for about 2 years, and anywhere outside the main cities is about like being back here.
Yeah.
Being anywhere else,
You gotta think about that. Life's not much different anywhere else.
No.
It's not.
It's just a different view. You know?
Different view, different scenery,
Mhm.
but overall, like, a lot of the people that don't live in the city have the same views as
Yeah.
people here in the Midwest.
A small town folk.
Small town folk, I tell you what. But anyway, yeah, no, I mean, again, grew up in a town that had cows next to its high school. That, they kept trying to make look so nice, and then it's like I don't know how nice it can look with cow patties sitting outside.
Dude,
But
dude.
it's all right. The cows are gone now, so now the kids have a bright future.
There you go.
Yeah.
They gotta see cows every day so
Nah.
they can make it out.
No, it's just one of the worst, hospitals in Missouri. It's right next door, but that's all right.
Man.
Yeah, gotta love it though.
So upbringing.
Yeah, so
Mom and dad.
Grew up in an incredibly Christian home.
Yeah.
My dad was like an associate pastor. My mom was on the worship team, taught Sunday school. So that was my entire life. Assemblies of God, right there on that Pentecostal branch. I tell you what, speaking in tongues.
Man.
But yeah, that was my whole life. When I was 5, I had Lake-Perthes disease, LEGG hyphen PERTH, and then the C's, whatever that is. So it's ball and socket joint in my hip, the top part of my femur, the ball, just the blood supply got cut off, so it never grew. And they didn't catch it until I was 5. I was running around, and they're like, "Why is he running with a limp?" And so the guy checked out, and the ball wasn't there. So the options were constant hip replacements. Like as I got older, I had to get a new hip, or they put me in a cast. Not supposed to walk for like 4 years. Put in a wheelchair, and then hope for the best. My parents selected the wheelchair option because you could always do that, and if it didn't work, then do all the surgeries. But so I was in a wheelchair from the age of 5 till 6, and then by some miracle, it grew within a year. So they took me out of a cast, put me in braces. So I was still in a wheelchair, but now I could take the braces off and move my legs. I mean, they were 42 inches apart in a cast. So
wow.
I have pictures of me as a kid outside. There's one in particular. I always had the same lunch almost every single day that my grandma got me. It was like a bowl of like veggies, and I know tomatoes are fruit, whatever. But anyway, like tomatoes, carrots, celery, stuff like that. Had a bowl of like mini ravioli, and then there was a small bowl of pickled relish by itself. Don't ask me why. It could have just been pickles. But it had to be pickled relish at that age. And there's a picture of me outside with my cast and the little, lap table that they had for me. And I'm just sitting there going, with my huge, with all these separate things, I could tell you what each bowl has in it. Yeah, so that was really cool though. That was only in it for about a year. But the funniest part is, I'm in a cast. I can't walk.
Yeah.
But I figured out I could prop myself up and I could waddle. Wasn't supposed to be doing this, but I would waddle.
Like with your feet or with your...
Yeah, like with my feet. So I'd be like... And if I heard my parents coming, I just plopped back down. And at first, I don't know how I didn't break my tailbone, but I would just straight back down. And then I would think, as a kid, I was like, yeah, they didn't know how I got here.
Yeah.
Dumbass, my fucking wheelchair is halfway across the room. And I'm over there going...
You ain't even thought that far.
No. It's like, how'd you
Not
get
at
here? I'm
all.
like, magic.
Like...
But yeah, so that was a big part of my childhood. So that's why I shout out Truman, because I got to watch all these kids going outside, climbing ropes, doing all this stuff. I was in a wheelchair doing plastic ball, like bowling inside every recess. They probably could have come up with something different, but
that's kind of...
Yeah, it's better than nothing. It's better than me. Like there was some
just
days,
sitting there looking out the
there
window.
were some days they would put me next to a window, and they'd be like, "Here, watch the kids play." I'm like, "Okay."
You're like, no.
That's rude.
They wouldn't even take you outside?
No.
No fresh air.
No, I was like trapped in
Golly.
there.
Damn.
But and then like the gym at Truman was like the Performing Arts Center, so it's a stage.
Okay.
So that thing's fucking like 5 feet off the ground,
Yeah.
and I'm in a wheelchair.
They put you on that?
Yeah.
Why did they... How did you get out there?
Well, so there's a ramp in the back.
Oh,
So but the stage is this way. And I'm telling you what, my first nightmare that I can remember is I was always like wheeled off of that. And it's like
I've never been in that situation, and that's giving me like anxiety now thinking about it.
I will say though, I was the fastest kid in my class. Now I was cheating. My legs didn't get tired. I was just wheeling. I could turn like a zero turn. These kids don't know how to turn, so they're like going all over the place. But yeah. So then after that, it was all sports. I mean, it was baseball, football. I played some others, but those were my main two.
So it healed up?
Yeah, so it healed. Never had any issues with it since. It's one of those things that it could deteriorate.
Like the hip socket itself?
Yeah, so like there's potential that the blood supply could get cut off again.
Okay.
It's very, very unlikely. And so it's like one of those things that like if I have really bad knee pain, I don't know, for some reason I'll notice it in my knee first.
Yeah.
That then I need to go get my hip looked at. And I was like...
I have a nephew that had I think it's like in his femur. It was like a growth plate problem, but it sounded. I'm only 5 years older than him, so at that time I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on. I just knew he had something serious going on in his life. But it sounds similar to what you had went through because he had a surgery on his leg. Yeah. Basically, his leg stopped growing, and he had to have the surgery on his leg. And he was in a wheelchair for about a year, almost like 2 years, and literally like, dude, that's. Just seeing it from him, like seeing him, and then
it was. I mean, it's it was one of those things that there was potential that I would never be able to walk normally.
Yeah. That just hit close to home for me.
Yeah,
That's kind of
so-
what I'm saying. That's
But yeah, I've been able to play sports though, and I hadn't have any issues with it. Again, football and baseball my whole life. That was my dad kind of lived, vicariously through me, type of thing. He was
pushing you pretty hard.
He says he was a prospect for the Reds. I don't know how true this is. My dad's a habitual liar. So I mean, like he was a lefty, so like potentially, like he threw left-handed. So I mean, he was a super good athlete in high school. That's all I heard about when I went to Farmington because he went to the same high school.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But it was like I was only allowed to do things that were related to sports. It's like that was kind of I didn't get to play. I didn't get to.
You didn't just go to a friend's house and play video games.
No, I mean I could play video games, but I couldn't like anything that could potentially get me hurt.
Yeah.
Couldn't do.
Riding bikes, skateboarding.
So like, I was able to ride a bike without like the training wheel assistance long before my dad ever agreed to actually take them off because what if I fell and like hurt my arm and then I missed the season and it's like, okay, I'll be fine.
He was really.
He won't be.
He was really trying to like protect you from.
And he did the whole, you have to be perfect type of thing, and baseball's an incredibly hard sport to be perfect in. I mean, to be amazing, you fail 70% of the times hitting.
Yeah.
Like you have a 300 batting average, everyone's like, oh, that guy's doing really well. That means he failed 7 times out of 10.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, if I went 3 for 4 for the day, that was a bad day. I should have went 4 for 4. That was the type of pressure that I felt. And I remember I went to my friend's house, and he had a little dirt bike, and I rode that thing all over the place. And I did actually wipe out, but I mean, the grass was a little slick, so all I did was slide about 10, 15 feet. The bike slid the other way. Yeah. Now, nobody told me, though, that the back wheel keeps going.
Yeah.
So I lift that thing up, and it's trying to go. So picture me, I'm trying to jump on this thing. I somehow did it. I don't know. But, yeah, and then he found out about it. I was grounded for like 3 months.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and then come to find out I'm doing all this, and then the thing that still affects me to this day came from a football injury. So it's like I had a guy I was 12 years old at the time. He's already like 6'2", 300 pounds. He's just a massive guy. And we were blocking because I was a tight end, and the running back's already like 20 yards downfield. I think he busted for a touchdown. And we're just jogging behind him. You know how linemen do.
Yeah.
Jogging. He trips over his own 2 feet and falls and snaps my knee.
Oh, gosh.
And I was like laying there, and I looked down because I like rolled my knee pad up. And at 12 years old, I'm looking, my kneecap's over to the side.
You're like, what? I don't look right.
And I go, that's not supposed to be there. I'll fix it. And I'm not in pain yet. So I just go, and I hit it. And it comes back. All the pain in the world hit then. And I grip the ground so hard. It's football season, so it's frozen. And so I get to the sideline. And then my body kind of like goes into shock. So I was like on the sideline, and I start like trying to like bend my knee. And I'm like, I think I can play. Like, I'm okay.
Yeah, you don't.
So I get up, and I'm like trying to bounce. My knee's like super unstable. And I was like, I think I can go back in there. And my dad's the coach, everything. He's like, hell no. And so we get home. My knee's purple. It's swollen. And he was like, oh, I'll just ice it. Because next week is the championship game.
So, like, how bad was it actually?
I tore my ACL, MCL, PCL, meniscus. I tore almost everything you can in the knee.
You were in pain,
Yeah.
dog.
And so I played the next week.
How?
I had an ace bandage.
Well,
like,
you
my
had
knee was
to.
super unstable. Like, I felt like I couldn't push
It
off.
felt like it was, yeah.
And I was excruciating pain, but it was like, I will say I was one of those kids, though, that, like, if I got hurt a little bit, I got hurt type of thing. Like, I jam my finger, I'd be like, ah! So, like, my parents at the time, they were like,
he's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, so that, don't be the boy that cries wolf, it hurts you. But anyway, so I'm playing in that championship game, and I had to go out like every other series because I was like, I can't push off. And so my coaches made the decision. To me, this doesn't make logical sense. They were like, oh, we don't want you running routes now, so we're going to have you just stand and block. I was like, that's worse because now I'm planting on it.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm running, like, I can just make sure I don't cut with my right leg. Like, I can...
You don't need to be doing none of it to begin with.
Right.
No, here's the best part.
Fucked up, dog.
We went to that hospital that I mentioned is like one of the worst ones,
Yeah.
and they were like, and keep in mind, I'm a little bit bigger. I'm nothing like I am now, but I'm like a little bit bigger of a kid. But like, I'm not like big by any means. And they go, oh, you're just fat. That's why your knee hurts. And I go,
Golly.
okay. So I lost a ton of weight. I went underweight for my size.
Damn.
Played the baseball season that year. Still in excruciating pain, and they moved me to first base, which I ended up loving, but because I couldn't, like, I used to play third, and I couldn't, like, run and field a ball, like, because as a right-handed thrower, I'd want to bend down and grab the ball with my right leg in front so that I could plant with my left and throw, and I couldn't do it, and so they moved me to first, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. So my mom, it was actually my last appointment for my hip. Ironically, I went up to Children's Hospital. They took X-rays of my hip. They were like, "Hey, your hip is perfectly fine. Like, just watch in the future," type of thing. They're like, "Anything else while you're here?" And I was like, "My knee has been killing me for like almost a year now." I was like, "Can we just take a look at it?" Now, granted, I'm a kid. And I don't know any better. I don't know that this is now thousands of dollars for my mom to have to go pay. And she's like, "Well, it has been bothering for quite a while, so yeah." They do an X-ray on it, and they're like, "We need an MRI." So they do an MRI, and like, not only did I have all the damage from when the guy fell on it, I had another issue where it's called OCD. It's not obsessive compulsive disorder. It's one long word. And the bottom of my femur had like a hole in it. I don't know what caused it. I don't know. I've never looked into it. I didn't really care. Yeah. They had to take like bone grafts from my shin and plug that hole. Damn. And while they were repairing everything, so like my scar because of that is actually off to the side. Like most ACL surgeries, they're dead center. Right in the middle. This is off to the side, and it looks huge. That's wow. But anyway, so that was my first knee surgery. I've had 5, so clearly we're doing good. But yeah, I mean but even while during all that, my dad was still like, "You got to play sports. You got to play sports. You got to play sports." Like everything is still sports. Pushing you. And
gave you no grace throughout none of that, like
no. And my recovery was focused around sports. Like my first knee surgery. After that, like my dad was kind of out of the picture, and we'll get to that in a second. But like, it was all about just, hey, here's what you got to do to get back to playing baseball or whatever. Yeah. I quit football though. I was like, I can't. I was like, this sucks.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I had a shoulder injury, and just having a shoulder, I couldn't even expect having a knee injury and like being able to cut, like you said, or like just to be able to stand there, plant your foot, and blocks another human. No, dog.
And so like, and I played baseball. I moved to first base, which for the most part was fine, except I'm one of those first basemen. I bat left, but I throw with my right hand, so nobody likes me because they want a left-handed throwing first baseman because they can stretch 2 inches further, whatever. Anyway. But it's my leg that goes on the base. So, like, there were times that I'd have to almost do the splits. I'm getting up, and they're like, "Oh, he's probably hurt from doing splits." I'm like, "No, my knee doesn't bend this way." But, like, it doesn't. Like, I know it's supposed to go straight, but my knee is now flexing inward when I do this. Yeah. It doesn't feel good. But yeah, so, I mean, it was just – I still love sports, though. I mean, I love football to this day.
Did that not affect you, like, any? Like, did it not, like, turn you away from wanting to do sports? Or?
It turned me away from football.
Yeah,
like
just football alone.
Yeah, like I mean, I love watching football. Yeah, like I'll play like flag football, stuff like that. Like little pansy 2-hand touch, which is never 2-hand touch when you get a group of guys. You're shoving people to the ground. Yeah, you don't ever. Like I just had to. It's weird though because I won't play it on grass.
It's kind of funny. As an adult, every time I play 2-hand touch, it's like a warm-up to tackle.
Oh, yeah. That's all it is.
It's like you do a couple 2-hand, you're like, all right, man, fuck it.
Well, yeah, because
you good? You good? Okay, you good. Like, all right, we start tackling just all out.
Well, somebody gets hurt 20 minutes. Pushes too hard, and you're like, fuck you.
And then that's when the fight. That's when somebody gets in a fight.
You go to, touch them, and all of a sudden your arms somehow wrap around them, and you end up on the ground. You're like, dude, I tripped.
Yeah. The last time as an adult, like I said, last time as an adult that I played football with some girl, like a group of grown men, both of those things happened. I was like, never again. Yeah. Never again.
And, like, we would only, like, I'd only want to play on, like, this is going to sound weird, but, like, in high school we'd play, because the lights in Farmington, we'd play on, like, a tennis court at night. So, like, we'd play, like, 2-hand touch football on the tennis court. And I'd only want to play on that because it felt more stable than grass, because I could step in a hole, I could twist weird. And even then, the next day I couldn't walk. Like, so I still have some knee issues. Right now I have a donor meniscus. So I got a dead guy's part of his knee. And they gave me the thing, like when you get a body part from somebody who's passed away, they're like, you should write to the family. And I was like, they're not going to know what a meniscus is.
Right.
Like, I am so sorry for your loss. Thank you so much for this cushion in my knee that's only going to last 10 years max and that they're going to have to take out eventually. Thank you so much.
Right.
I hope this makes the loss of your loved one better.
Yeah, I'm able to walk for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I was like,
No comment.
I was like, okay.
No comment.
But,
Um,
yeah, now, granted, that 10 years was, I think, 2 years ago at this point.
you
But
living on
pushing
borrowed
it.
time. You living on borrowed time.
Wow.
Shout out to Joe out there. But
Yeah.
anyway.
yeah, no, they wouldn't tell me his name, and I didn't know anything about the family.
See, that's the thing. If you want me to write to them, or you're suggesting me to write to them, give me their name.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
At least the last name.
let me name it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I got Joe's
Like-
meniscus. Like,
Yeah.
Like Alfonso's knee. Thank you so much. But and then I was like, man, this guy was probably like 90 years old and dead. This thing's probably just running out anyway.
it was purple. when
That's
they put
why
it
you
in.
got that 10-year warranty on
Yeah.
it.
You going
No,
12
no,
years? You had a warranty.
Yeah.
dog.
Now, granted, I think I tore it immediately because a meniscus is one of those things. Like once you tear it once, it's just like your knee's so unstable that you can just turn doing the dishes and you tore it again.
That's same thing with
Golly.
shoulder. Same
Yeah.
thing with the rotator cuff or a labrum. Like same thing with that.
Yeah, luckily I've never had any like shoulder issues. I
I
probably need like Tommy John or something in my elbow because like
Yeah.
like
with-
still to this day if I'm playing catch with somebody
Yeah.
after about 10 minutes, dude, my
Cooked.
fingers are numb
Yeah.
and my elbow was killing me, but I just keep ignoring it. And
They told
luckily,
me I had soft shoulders. I was like, what the fuck?
I would punch the doctor.
Dude, I wanted to, but I was like 13. I was like, man,
Even
fuck
more
you.
reason. I'm a kid.
I was like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He was like,
you
yeah.
got a big nose.
He was like, you'd be good at swimming. I was like, no. I was like, I hate swimming. My mom made me learn how to swim, and then I was like, I don't want to do this. I was like, yeah, I know how to save myself if I fall in like a body of water, but like, no, I'm gonna go tackle people. Yeah.
Right.
Do you like contact sports?
Love it.
Not anymore.
Soft
You got
shoulders.
soft shoulders, son.
Oh, man.
I don't know what's worse, getting told you're fat and that's why your knee hurts, or getting told you have soft shoulders.
Man,
Yeah.
I had to like change my whole like approach of football. Like
Yeah.
it screwed me
Yeah.
up, dude.
It's like
I ain't gonna lie to you.
one extreme to the next. Like, oh, you're
Tripping
Get-
people.
get your weight
It was a
down,
time-
get your weight
It was a
up.
time, like I got a guy, I kind of like need him, but it was like a crowd of people around
Yeah.
us. To this day, I never nobody's ever called me out on it. But that dude knows I need the shit out of him.
Oh yeah. No, I mean like there's plenty of stories at the bottom of a dog pile trying to get a football that.
Somebody stepped on,
Oh, I mean you're
kicked in the foot, face
you're
mask.
hitting people under there.
Yeah.
Like the ball's right here, but you see this guy getting, and you can see a gap in like either face mask or like their stomach, and you're going.
But that's like that same thing when you wake up the next day, like, man, why is my side hurt? You're like, I don't-
Man, what happened here?
it's like a whole bunch of adrenaline going on. You're like, I don't remember. Like, where did this cherry come from? Like,
You got like a
Yeah.
fist-sized bruise, and
it's
you're like, wait
right
a minute.
here. You know what I mean? Like right here. Oh man. All right. Side note.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so I mean, sports was a huge part of my childhood. Again, along with church. I mean, I was on the worship team.
Are
Stuff
you
like
one of
that.
those kids that hated church, or did you?
Growing up, I loved it.
Yeah.
It was one of those things that like I mean, my parents did it, so like I don't want to say I was forced to believe type of thing. It wasn't like hold a gun to my head like believe or else type of thing. Now,
Yeah.
granted, they were just coming out of the fire and brimstone type of Pentecostal preaching, so like I caught some of that of like, you die right now, you're going to hell, son, and you're like,
Like you're scared.
what?
Yeah.
So I caught some of that, but they kind of started shifting to like that like sympathetic or empathetic type of.
Say that as in like letting you be a little worldly. I'm guessing. Like
Well, not
letting you
necessarily being
experience-
worldly, just like we're not gonna pressure you in by fear type of thing. We're gonna we love everybody, which
Come at
the more you were in there, it like I mean the first time I ever heard the F slur was at my Sunday school class in church. I mean so like it within reason it was we love everybody, but also here's this and this that
Yeah, I
we
got
don't,
you.
and
Yeah,
I'm
I
like.
got you.
So like the more I got older, I started asking more questions, and the answers I got a lot was just, "Oh, you just got to believe."
Yeah.
And like I'm not gonna sit here today and say I don't believe in God or anything because I do, but and I'm not gonna get into the whole religious aspect of it. But like what I grew up in is not what I believe.
Yeah.
And I know like my mom's favorite line is, "Well, church are made up of people, so like people hurt people, but we still got to be like God, stuff like that." And I'm like, yeah, but every single church I've been at is the exact same way.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Yeah, like I was in it though. I mean, I was on the worship team. I was drumming, but I started again asking more questions, not liking the answers. A lot of my friends at this point started like in high school and stuff were all LGBTQ. Because as like I was in band, I was also playing baseball.
Yeah.
You know how cliques work in high school
Yeah.
type of thing. So like, if you're only in band, you can be a band kid. If you're only in like sports, you can be like with the jocks or whatever, or if like choir, like those like music kind of sticks together, theater stuff like that. In Farmington, if you did one of each, both rejected you.
Yeah.
They're like,
You're your own little hybrid.
like, oh well, you're in band, but like you also play baseball, so you probably think you're too cool for us. And you're like, what? And then you go to baseball, and they're like, you fucking nerd, you play trumpet. But, yeah, which, I mean, it's funny you think back about it. None of it really matters.
Dude.
But
the importance of shit that you live through or you experience, you're just like, man, why did I even fucking
and you
feel
get
that way?
you get these kids that go through these horrific events and they all come together and everything, and then you think back to your high school events and it's like we all hate each other for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, you wore a pink shirt today, fuck you. You can't sit with us.
But it's like you grow up and you don't even talk to that person no more.
Yeah.
I don't even know them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just they're just a stranger to me.
I
at
don't
this
talk
point.
to anybody from my class.
Man.
There's not a single person I still talk to. The only person technically that I even still talk to on a regular basis that I went to school with is Caitlin.
Yeah.
And she was a freshman my senior year. So we didn't talk then.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just weird how all that goes. But yeah, then around the same time that I tore my knee up was the same time my family fell apart. So like my dad cheated on my mom.
Damn.
But at the time I didn't know this.
Damn.
The only thing I knew was my dad's legal shit.
Yeah.
So like my dad stole money from a kids baseball organization. We talked about this a little bit the last time we tried this podcast.
Yeah.
But, quick version of that, he was the president of a kids baseball organization, took like 28 G's,
Yeah.
put it in his account, got caught immediately, put like 14 or 17,000 of it back. And it was
Just
like,
like how you
oopsies.
Like how you said immediately.
Yeah.
Like he did not get far.
Now, here's the other thing though, and as a kid, like it always just blew my mind. Like it wasn't like a little city T-ball thing. It was travel ball. I mean, like,
Yeah.
But I was like, how the fuck does this account have that much money in it?
Man.
But anyway, not beside the point. But
Man.
yeah, so like there was that, and that was the only part I knew because it was in the papers. I mean, like, like that part is hard to hide. My mom hid the affair part, and I can understand her reasons now as an adult. Like when I first found out that she had hid it from me, I was livid.
Yeah.
But so at the time, my dad goes through all this. Now he's out of the house because obviously the main reason is he had an affair. Yeah. It's not just the legal stuff. Now, granted,
Probably past that part.
Yeah. Now, and my mom always said if it was one or the other, like she probably could have tried. Yeah. But it was both at the same time, so it was kind of like
that's a lot.
Too much.
Oh, yeah, and I don't blame her at all.
I don't know.
Now, at this stage of my life,
Yeah.
like when I finally learned everything, that's when I stopped blaming her. Yeah. But now, granted, on my mom's side, I mean, they're very influential in Farmington. Like my uncle was the CEO of a bank, and not a small bank.
Your dad kind of screwed up a lot of reputable stuff.
Yeah, so like they distanced themselves from my dad. Like they were like, Donna doesn't even like him.
Yeah.
Type of thing. Which, and again, I kind of understand it.
It's totally justified.
Yeah, and then but I was a daddy's boy. Like even with all the pressure that he was putting on me and stuff, like I was with my dad constantly growing up. Like he owned Dairy Queen, so if I wasn't at school or playing sports, I was at Dairy Queen. I don't fuck child labor laws. I was flipping burgers at the age of 7. The only thing I wasn't allowed to do was the Blizzard machine, and I wasn't allowed to touch the fryer, which I think the flat top for burgers was a little bit more dangerous because at least that's contained. Yeah. I could slip and put my face on the anyway.
Hand, side. Like.
Now, granted, I got to learn how to like flip a patty, flip the spatula, catch the patty on there, and then flip. It was cool, but
man, see, that's the thing we're missing out on because of child labor laws, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. What's really a child labor law?
Like,
what's really like?
Teach you how to juggle.
Is all right. Since we're going sidetrack here, I'm sorry to say it. Is it really like a child labor law? Like, am I really putting them to work if I'm teaching them a craft? If I'm teaching them a skill.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? Or is it when I exaggerate the side of or overly exploit them making money?
I think that's
like if they're actually bringing in a profit, like if they're actually working.
Well, because they're also not getting paid.
Exactly.
So
exactly. But like if like your kid's just there,
Yeah.
like that's the part that pisses me off, especially with my job, because I'm like, my kid's just here, like he's not doing nothing.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, and I think there's a difference between like, if like it's your own personal type of thing,
Yeah,
like if it's your own family little business, but like a Dairy Queen is a chain.
yeah,
And,
franchise.
You know, there's health inspections, and I don't think a 7-year-old working a grill is a good idea.
That's not.
Type of thing. But I remember one time this lady complained because I was behind the counter, and apparently I wiped my nose on my arm.
Yeah, I
and
wouldn't want
she
to see
complained.
that either.
No,
dude.
which I get. Like, my dad, dumbass, he brought me with him to go handle this customer complaint. And so I'm sitting there at the table at like 7 years old, and this lady's like, "This boy's disgusting behind your counter, blah, 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 he shouldn't be there." And I'm bawling at this point.
You're like, dang,
I was
Dad.
like- And my dad's like, "Well, I know, I understand." And then he gets up and he's like, "That lady's stupid." And I was like, as an adult, I'm like, "No, I kind of understand.
like, Doug,
Like,
nah.
I don't want a, grimy kid touching my food."
While I'm ordering 2 double cheeseburgers with
Yeah.
some cheese fries, like.
Now,
nah.
granted, I also blame
I
my
mean,
dad for getting fat, but
It's really no different than most adults
yeah, I've
nowadays, for sure. You
I've
know,
worked
you
at-
got some adults that are even worse than kids.
I said
yeah,
people are nasty.
I've worked in food, and
People
for
are
sure.
nasty.
But no, I mean, my form of payment was if I could cook it, I could eat it. That's where my weight issues started.
I was gonna say that's when it got you.
Yeah. So like that's where I started.
I
Like
said that
I
we
wasn't
didn't talk about
big, but I was a little bit husky, and that's when the doctor with my knee, they're like, "Oh, you're just fat, so lose weight."
Yeah.
And I have a picture, like, and I kept doing that up until like my sophomore year of high school. Like I was undersized. Like there's a picture of me at Country Days with music artists that came in, and like I sometimes look at that photo, I was like, "Man, I wish I was that skinny again." But I was also like, that sucked because
Yeah.
like I wouldn't eat much. Like I was constantly working out, and like there's nothing wrong with like living healthily.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. And I'm not trying to sound like this lazy guy that doesn't want to do anything, but like there was a different level that I took it to.
Yeah.
Like I took it to the unhealthy. Like I can't ever eat a candy bar. I can't ever do this. I can't ever do this. Like
You were like fixated.
yeah.
On
I was like, I have to make sure I am under this weight.
Yeah,
And
that's sickening.
then like the mental twist of it is like it was all for nothing type feeling because I was told that was the reason why my knee hurts,
Yeah.
and it wasn't. So it was like, why did I
Do
like
this.
torture myself like
Yeah.
that? But anyway, again, I would like to be healthier. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to sit here and sound like a lazy fat guy, but
Hey man, we can get you on a plan or something like that.
sure, I've seen some of your videos.
Hey, I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Appreciate it.
But yeah. So, but anyway, so all that shit came out with my dad, and so I'm getting ready for football practice, and like I come home, my grandma's there, she's bawling, and like my grandma doesn't cry. I still miss her so much, but she never cried. Like she was that rock in our family. Like I mean, anything happened.
That one strong figure.
Yeah, and it's like she's sitting in the living room crying. I come home from school and I'm like, what the fuck happened? My mom's there, and I was like, and she's like, we need to talk to you, but go ahead and get ready for football practice. Because I think they were trying to figure out how in the world do we tell.
How do we tell you?
And so I get ready for football practice. I'm in like full pads. I'm holding my helmet, and I come in and my mom goes, your dad hasn't worn out for his arrest. He made a lot of mistakes. You're not going to be able to see him.
How
quite
old
often."
were you again?
I was 12.
12. Yeah.
And I remember, you watch movies as a kid, you think you're the main actor. And so I went outside and I threw my helmet. I screamed, "Why?" up into the sky. I don't know. That felt like the appropriate response at the time.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
And then I still went to football practice. Still went.
I mean, you still got to handle your business.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. I would like to say I took that and was fury and like hit everybody really hard.
It's like the
No,
best practice
I
you ever
couldn't.
had.
I couldn't focus.
Yeah.
I was dropping passes. I couldn't.
I mean, it's only gonna go one to two ways. You know,
Yeah.
you're gonna go out there and be mad and just fuck shit up, or you're gonna go out there
Yeah.
and not be able to.
Yeah.
mentally
And I was
be
like,
able to do
'cause
anything.
now my dad's not my coach,
Yeah.
so like he's not there, and like all of it's weird.
Yeah.
And so after that, that's when I went to my pastor's house after practice and started talking about things. I mean, like we didn't. Like I don't want to say it didn't help, but like. It's 9 o'clock at night. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
I don't even understand the full, like, severity of everything. And like, so my dad's now out of the picture. I'm again still daddy's boy. So now I'm mad at my mom, treating her like absolute shit. I had anger issues as a kid anyway, because I blamed her because I was like, he made a mistake, but how dare you like kick him out? He's already
Right.
been kicked to the ground. Yada yada yada. Like everyone's left him. He lost his business. He lost everything, and he lost his family. And
Now you're turning him away. Like,
you know,
come on.
And so I like resented her for years. And then it wasn't until I was like 18 that I found, we were cleaning at the house to move, and I found a printed email from what used to be our pastor. We called him Uncle Terry, between him and my mom. And all the email said was something about like my dad dancing. It said dancing with another woman. And I took the paper and I was like, Mom, what is this? And she goes, that's what we needed to talk to you about, but we wanted to make sure you were older. And I was like, I'm older. And she's like, well, your dad had an affair. And like, there's some other stuff with it for my mom's sake I'm not going to get into.
Yeah.
But like, lasting effects for my mother is how I'll put it. And I was like, why the fuck did you not tell me this? Because now, I treated you like crap. Like, I mean, I'm not proud to say this. Like, it got unacceptable levels. I mean, I called my mom like a fascist pig.
Damn.
I mean, like
wow.
just out of anger, like, I was horrible to my mom. And now I'm having all this guilt because I'm like, well, I directed my anger at the wrong person. So now it flipped from, like, my dad still thinks I love him. I'm obsessed. All of a sudden it flips, and I'm like, fuck you. Like, and you didn't tell me? Like, you knew I was talking trash about my mom like this whole time, and you never once said anything of, like, well, there's more to the story.
Yeah.
He was always like, now you should respect your mom.
Like, have some grace to your mother, respect your mom, you know what I mean?
But it wasn't like
nothing.
There's probably some more that we need to tell you. It was my mom that said, when you're older, we'll tell you some more things. My dad was like, maybe I guess I can skirt by or something.
Or he was just taking, a lesson sentence, I guess, from you.
And, which, I mean, I get. I don't get, but I mean, he never served prison time. He had shock treatment. So, like, it was supposed to be 24-hour periods. But because he had restitution to pay, they let him split it up, did 12 hours. So he basically stayed the night at a jail. It's like 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., got out and lived his life.
I remember we
and
talked
like,
about that.
yeah.
Because I had a
and
friend
like,
that did the same
they didn't even put him in a cell. They just let him sit in the lobby. I'm like, yeah, he learned his
You're like,
lesson.
you didn't do no time, no nothing.
No, and then, like, he even stopped paying his restitution at one point because he was switching jobs.
Got me, man.
And so he was put in jail, like, for, I think, 5 days. My stepmom at the time, they're divorced now, but anyway, stepmom at the time bailed him out. And I was like, you didn't learn anything.
Yeah.
And, like, he's still a narcissist. Like, I mean, he always has to build himself up as this greatest guy ever. It's like, we announced that Caitlin was pregnant. And that initial conversation to when I said, hey, the baby's here, nothing.
Yeah.
No, how's she doing? How's nothing.
So nothing.
And now it's, well, when can you have visitors? Because I want to see my little princess. And I'm like, bro, no.
God.
Like, I'll let you see. Like, I believe in, like, second chances, everything. Like, I've given my dad all the second chances I want to give him.
Yeah.
Like, I've given him way too many.
Yeah.
But Remy is her own person.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to not let her meet her grandfather. So, like, there's going to be stipulations, there's going to be rules. But it's like, you get one shot.
Yeah.
Like, you hurt her in any way that you hurt me, you're done.
Yep.
Like, I'm not playing this game.
I mean,
if you say you're going to be at her birthday party and you don't show up, you better be in the hospital. You better be you better have a damn good excuse because else you're done. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I had so much disappointment where my dad was like, oh, I'm going to be there. Didn't show up.
Didn't show.
And then, like, my sisters at the same time, like, he never went to the recitals. He never went to, like, or he would show up 3 hours late. Like, go to the Nutcracker. It's like a 4-hour show. He'd get there 3.5 hours in. And my sisters have already danced. They're already sitting in the crowd.
Yeah.
God.
Type of thing. And I was like, bro, so, like, I'm going to protect my kid.
You got
to. I'll give
Mm-hmm.
you one shot. I haven't gotten to that shot yet. Like, I'm still kind of.
I mean, you're her father. It's on your time.
So,
you know what I mean?
But yeah, I mean, it would be different if he, like, learned his lesson. He still wasn't, like, as far as I know, he's not actively stealing money.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't think he has an opportunity to unless he, like, robbed a place.
I mean,
but, like, he's still the same guy. Like, he's like, oh, well, woe was me. I served, like, I
didn't
did
learn
my time. I'm
anything.
like, no, you didn't.
he didn't learn anything.
Like,
No.
He
didn't pay all the money back.
No, you got
He
divorced.
didn't have to do
again.
any time. Somebody else bailed him out when he had to do it sometime. Man.
Yeah, like, I don't know what he's learned. Like,
Sounds like a lot of enabling.
yeah, and like at the time, I was so happy that he got bailed out and stuff like that because now I could go see him again, whatever. And then the older I got, I was like, leave him in there. But yeah, so I went through all that and like going through like the formidable years of your life, like you're going through puberty, you're going through all these transitions, and then now I'm that kid that, his dad got arrested. So, like, now I'm getting made fun of. My older sister who's in high school at the time, like a freshman in high school, was getting made fun of constantly. Luckily, my younger sister was young enough, like, she heard some stuff, but it wasn't constant bullying like my older sister and I got. And my older sister got it way worse that initial period because she's in high school. Then when I was 18, that was his probationary period was up. He had to go back in. And the prosecutor wanted 16 years starting that day. Yeah. And my dad's lawyer wanted all charges dropped and he just kept paying money. So, like, the two extremes. And at this point, he didn't have any felonies or anything like that. And the judge was like, I'm going to be as fair as I can be. I'm going to go in the middle. Like, we're going to give you your 5 felonies. Yeah. Now, granted, 4 of them are for, like taxes. It was a whole different thing. If you own a business, pay your taxes. Yep. That you withhold. Yep. Don't keep that. This is a little.
That's not your profit. That's not your profit.
And then he had the 5th one was the theft. But then they still no prison time. But he had 5 more years to pay everything else back. And if he didn't, then it was prison. Yeah. Now, granted, I don't know how he did it. He somehow did it or worked out an agreement after the end of the 5 years. I don't know, but he's off supervision of the state, so like, yeah, he can do whatever he wants.
Like, you think when you go through something like that, it would incite some type of betterment, in you. Like, it would just make you want to just come back being so much better, a better father, a better man, better business owner.
Like, he would do it for spurts. It'd last a month.
But that's like, that really drives deeper to, like, the root. Like, did you not see consistency and you just said, fuck it, and resorted back to your old ways?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, or did you just not have that much of a drive in yourself to just continue pushing?
Yeah, and I can understand, like, some of the, like, because I went through psychology, I did all the psychology classes and all this other stuff.
Every point
so, like,
that you
and I can understand, like, part of, how he was, like, he was adopted. Yeah. His family disowned him. He was abused as a kid. So, like, he did have a hard life growing up, but you're also responsible for yourself. Yeah. So, like, my dad translated, and, like, granted, he didn't beat me senseless or, like, pour boiling water. Like, he has scars on his legs from, like, his parents pouring literal boiling water on him. Like, I didn't get that, but, like, I got a baseball thrown at my face, and then, he got hit at practice, type of thing. Like, I almost got drowned in a hot tub, which
by him?
Yeah. So, like, I splashed him in a hot tub. I don't remember how old I was. I was probably like 14. I don't know. Maybe younger. Like, I don't know. But anyway, I think it was 12 to 14. And I splashed him. And as a kid, I thought I was under there for eternity. So, like, I thought I exaggerated it. So, like, for years, I was like, it probably wasn't even that bad. It wasn't until, like, some years later, I was talking to my mom and my uncles, and they were like, no, you were under for, like, at least 30 seconds. Like, we had to pull him off of you to get him to stop. And I was like, oh. It's like, still to this day, like we talked about it last time, I was like, I can't stand hot water on my head. I'm going to say it's because of that. Like, if I take a shower, I'm taking a hot shower, and then when I wash my hair, I turn it on cold.
Really?
Yeah. Still to this day, I can't stand hot water in my hair. Anyway, off subject. But, yeah, so, like,
That's wild.
Like, I could have had a way worse childhood with him. It's like, he broke some of those generational curses, but he still left a ton for me to continue to break. Yeah. And that's my role, especially now as a father. Like,
yeah.
And it's wild. So, like, I know I'm jumping all over the place now because I just went from 18 to now I'm 29 and just had a kid. So we're at the hospital, and it's like the next day, and we're obviously sleep deprived. We're exhausted. And they go, do you want to bathe her or do you want us to? And I was like, for the first bath, I kind of want you guys to do it, and you guys can kind of, like, walk us through it next time. And they're like, perfect. That's what a lot of parents select as well, so you guys can kind of rest. They took her, and we're just kind of sitting there and sitting there and sitting there, and we're like, where's our kid?
Like, how long does it take?
An hour and a half goes by. And, like, we're not exaggerating. Like, an hour and a half goes by. No one said anything. Caitlin goes, find our kid. And I go, okay. So I'm now wandering around this, thing, looking probably like a creep. Yeah. So I made sure I wore, shout out girl dad hat. I made sure I wore that so people understood at least, like, oh, he's a dad. And so I'm, like, walking around, and finally I see the nursery, and I see, like, Rumi's little nameplate on the side. I'm like, she's just naked. Like, she's wearing a diaper, but, like, naked on this table and, like, surrounded by these machines. And I was like, what the fuck? And so I think one of the nurses sees me. I go back and I tell Caitlin, I was like, she's still in the nursery. It doesn't look like she's been bathed. There's some machines around her. And all of a sudden, like, this nurse walks in and she goes, yeah, so she's doing this like grunting thing. So it's very common C-sections. Their lungs haven't, adapted yet. So she's just having a little trouble breathing on her own. So we're going to take her to the NICU. And we were like, when did this get decided?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, a little bit ago. And we're like, why didn't anybody tell us? So then they take me. Caitlin's like, you do not leave our daughter's side at this point. Because, daughter's been missing for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So I go in there, and I'm sitting with her, and they're just talking, and they're like, it's really not that big of a deal type of thing. It's like, at this stage, like, they're going to put her, like, on a CPAP, basically. She's still going to be breathing on her own. It's just kind of pushing some extra oxygen just to help. And I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, like, all the emotions just hit me. Because I've never loved something more in my entire life so quickly.
That's...
Like, it's been less than a day, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I have to protect my daughter, and I can't do a damn thing.
Right now.
And she's about to go to the NICU, and I know they keep telling me she's fine, and I start crying. And I'm, like, trying to talk, and I'm crying, and I'm like, guys, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm not trying to be this big baby. Like, I hear the words you're saying that she's fine.
Yeah.
But she's going to the NICU. I'm not okay. And they're like rubbing my back. They're like, oh, what a great dad. Like, no, she's fine. Like, I get it. Yeah. Like, you're good. And I'm like, Caitlin's going to lose her shit. And so they send this nurse who I'd never seen. They go, you need to go tell mom. Because I told them, I was like, Caitlin's kind of frustrated because nobody's told us anything. It's been an hour and a half. We just thought she was getting a bath. So, like, somebody needs to talk to her.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell her, like, I'm not a doctor. Like, I can tell her what's going on, but it's probably going to sound way scarier coming from me than if you guys do it. And so he's about to leave, and I'm like, guys, I'm going to stop you for a second. I love Caitlin to death. Now second most to anything besides my daughter. But she is hot. So if she yells at you, you need to understand and take it.
Yeah.
Because our daughter's been missing for an hour and a half, and we thought she was getting a bath, and now we're getting told she's going to the NICU. So she's not okay. So, like, give her some grace. And he, like, the nurse was, at least to me, I didn't never confirm with Caitlin, was wonderful about it. He was like, oh, I got it. So, like, he went in there, and, like, that was her first introduction to this guy was that.
Yeah.
Like, one of the worst moments for you. Like, hey, we're taking your daughter to the NICU. And she can't leave the hospital bed yet. Like, she's not, like.
That's what I'm saying. She's just out.
No, so, like, she goes, you're going with Remy. So, now she's in a hospital room by herself. Luckily, my mom was there. I think she was only there for like 10, 15 minutes by herself. But, I mean, that's an eternity when your daughter gets taken from you.
Yeah.
And so I'm following her to the NICU, and I'm still, like, on the verge of tears. And I'm, like, trying to, like, hold it together. And so, because, again, they keep telling me she's fine. But it's like, you can say we're fine all you want, but we're going to the NICU.
But you're taking my child to the NICU.
Yeah, so it's like, and so we get there, and, like, now there's all these wires, and, like, they're trying to get an IV in her.
That's scary.
Just to give her some antibiotics and stuff. And she, of course, has Caitlin's veins, so they're rolling. And so, like, they tried twice on both hands. And so now, like, I'm watching them stick my daughter multiple times. I'm like,
that's
like,
pissing you off.
It's pissed me off, but, like, I also understand it.
Yeah.
But I'm, like, still, like, I'm going to hit you if you do this one more time.
No.
Now, granted, I was also kind of distracted because they're a little much. It's like a green machine.
Yeah.
You can see their veins and everything. I was like, wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm still pissed at you, but that's awesome.
Yeah.
But anyway, so then they're like, we're going to have to bring in, like, an ultrasound and, like, put it in her arms. Like, then they had to put, like, a cast or. And, like, she's attached to all these things. So, like, now we're trying to hold her daughter, but, like, there's cables everywhere. And it was
scary.
A lot. Like, and now, granted, again, what she had, like, was nothing compared to what some of these babies in the NICU have. Like, what some of these other parents are going through. So, like, once I kind of, like, calmed down, I was like, I need to not be this frantic, like, because there's parents over here that, like, this child could die,
dude,
and they're sitting there going,
good. That's
and so I was
good.
like, yeah. But I was trying to, like, calm down and, like, especially in front of Caitlin.
Yeah.
So I was like, I gotta be,
Yeah.
like, hey, everything's fine. Like,
Hey, baby, we're good over here.
yeah. I was like,
Everything
you
good.
know,
Calm down.
Yeah. And as soon as I get by myself, I'm like, ha. But yeah. So I mean, like, she was in there for 3 days. Immediately was like, again, she was breathing on her own the whole time, basically, just with the CPAP machine. The next day, they were doing rounds, and they came around. And they're like, how long has she been like this? And they're like, oh, for a while. She had pushed the CPAP machine off, and so she was just breathing fine. Her stats looked great, and so they're like, well, I guess we'll just keep her on room air and just see how she does. If she needs it again, we'll put it back on her. Yeah. And so she was golden. The only reason she actually had to finish the stay in there was for the antibiotics round because it was 3 days.
Yeah.
So, like, again, everything was great. Like, she perfectly healthy. Like, some of the issues that they thought she had already healed, everything. So, like, we have a perfectly healthy baby. She's perfect.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So it was just a little bit of like a scary thing. But like the other thing, so we get up there. It's Memorial Day, so it's a holiday, kind of like skeleton crew. And so we get up there. I wait about an hour. I have not eaten anything all day. It's like we left at 9 in the morning, roughly, or like started getting ready at 9 in the morning. We get up there. We're kind of sitting there. By the time we get everything there settled, whatever, it's like 2:33. I was like, babe, I haven't eaten anything. It's like, I'm going to go grab a snack. They said we're going to be waiting in this room for a little bit. Apparently, as soon as I fucking left, they come in and go, you're going to have the baby today. I was like, so I missed that announcement. So I was like, I'm never leaving this room again unless you tell me to. But anyway, so like, because I get back, I had like 3 little chicken strips. So I was like, I was only gone 10 minutes. Yeah. Came back, and she goes, well, we're having the baby. And I go,
are we?
I was like, well, I'm not leaving the room anymore. But anyway, so like, we do that. They're like, it's going to be at 6. Then the doctor comes in. Well, it's like, well, actually, just do the timing. It's going to be 8. So we get in there. We get transferred to the labor and delivery room. They're kind of telling us what's going to happen. At 8 o'clock, they come and grab her to go to the OR because they take her first, get her like spinal done, and then I have to get dressed in my little gown, like the scrubs or whatever. And then I was like, as soon as they took her, I put them on. So I was like, I don't want them to come in and I'm not ready.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be ready to go. So I put them all on. And I was standing there, and about 10 minutes later, the doctor comes in. And I'm like, why the fuck is the doctor in here? I was like, did something happen? I was like, now I'm panicking. And I'm like, why are you here? And he's like kind of laughing. And I was like, I'm assuming you're not going to come in here laughing, saying, oh, she's dead. Oopsies. So I was like, what's up? And he goes, don't hate me. I was like, finish talking. So he comes and he goes, we just got an emergency. There's a 25-week-old that we have to deliver right now. We hadn't actually really started with Caitlin yet, so we're going to wheel her back in. We're going to go do that 25-week-old, and then you're next. So give us another, like, 2-3 hour block. And I was like, okay, so everyone's fine. Like, we get it. Like, there's only one team. It's emergency. Yeah. Like, there's another team that's on call, but, like, ours isn't necessarily an emergency. So, like, we're just next now. And so I'm standing at the door, still fully dressed, ready to go, and I'm like, I have to greet Caitlin at the door. Because it's like she's so nervous at this point, which understandably. Yeah. Now she's getting wheeled back in the room, and I'm like, she's gonna be throwing hands. I'm like, twice. So I'm like, standing at the going. What do we got? What do we got coming in? And she comes in and she's sitting in the bed going. And I go, what? How you doing? And she goes, oh, I'm pissed, but I'm fine. And I was like, okay. She goes, no, I get it. Like the emergency. Like she was like completely understanding of that.
Yeah, totally understand.
But it's also like. She's about to have abdominal surgery. We're about to have a baby, so like she's ramped up.
Yeah.
It took like 3.5 hours for them to come back in and get us and get everything. Yeah. So we had Remy at 11:22 p.m. So still a Memorial Day baby, barely. But we didn't get out of the OR until 1:45.
Wow.
Because like they had to clean up, stitch her up, everything, and then we got settled in our other room at like 4. And then they go, all right, we're gonna let you rest. Every 10 minutes, there's a nurse in there. And Caitlin lost it. She was like, you guys tell me you're going to let me rest.
And they do that.
And you guys are constantly in here. And they're like, well, we'll put a sign on the door. That didn't happen for like another 30 minutes. So, and by that point, she was like, I'm just up. It's like, okay. And then we had the whole NICU thing. So it was like a rough start, but like everything's been smooth since. I mean,
that's good.
I mean, she loves car rides. So like, that's good.
That's great.
Unfortunately, one of her favorite places is her car seat. And you're not supposed to like keep kids in a car seat. So we don't. It was like, we put her in there and she's like, I'm good now.
Yeah.
I'm like, stop yelling.
You get to like a certain point where that's,
Yeah, I know that's going to go away, but it's whatever. Out. But we can finally do tummy time now and stuff like that. So like that's super enjoyable, just having her lay on your chest or like lay on the ground. But so being a dad is amazing.
Dude.
Love it.
You had that unconditional love moment.
Yeah.
I just love that. I just love that.
My mom was like, I told my mom, she was like, isn't it crazy how fast you love that human being that like, because like you can also disassociate at first, like like there was all of a sudden this baby that now we have to have, like it's like
I got to take care of this.
Yeah, like, and which is understandable. Like that didn't happen. So I think either one of us. It was like, that is our beautiful daughter. Yes. And luckily, thanks to Caitlin, she is incredibly beautiful, cute little baby.
I said she looked kind of like you.
Yeah, no, but the cute part is from her because if she looked like poor child. But anyway,
stop.
But yeah, so yeah, everything in my life kind of led me to this point.
You feel like you kind of like fell in line with where you are now?
Yeah, so I mean, and there's a ton of ups and downs. I mean, like, there's still things I'm going through that I'm trying to correct, fix, whatever, like, especially with my family and stuff, because some choices that I made, I mean, like, I've been married before, divorced.
Yeah.
That was a whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, the whole sexual identity of that, everything is just, it was a lot, man.
That's a tizzy.
And we don't have
Tizzy.
about 6 more hours to go. So, not gonna really get into that too much, but no, it's just a lot of stuff has shaped me. I've made mistakes. Like, I've made mistakes that I said I would never do.
Yeah.
I, did things that made me like my father, and stuff that I'm still trying to, I guess, like, kind of like repay and prove who I am. And, like, one of the toughest conversations I've ever had, like, my little sister and I were 3 years apart. We were inseparable. And then, like, even when I went off to college or whatever, like, we're talking every day. Like, I'd come home and we'd go on, like, car rides at 2 or 3 a.m., just blasting music. And, like, with some of the mistakes I made, like, her and I don't really talk that much. And I called her when I told her that Caitlin was pregnant. And we just started talking about life. And she goes, I miss the unapologetically Patrick. And I need you to find that again. Like, you are so worried about what other people think. You're so worried about this or that. Like, I need that. And once you have that again, I think a lot of stuff can be rebuilt for you. And I was like, damn. Like, you get told by your little sister this, you're like...
Nut up and shut up,
yeah,
dog.
so... And I mean, I took it to heart. I mean, like,
As you should,
she's
man.
right.
As you should.
And so that's what I've been working towards. I mean, we're all... Like, I could be 29 years old and still trying to discover who I really want to be. Because, I mean, there's a ton of, when you grow up in a Christian environment, I was told from a little kid I was supposed to be a pastor.
Yeah.
And
So that searching of identity.
and always said no. And then went through all my divorce. I was at rock bottom, attempted suicide multiple times, like stuff like that. Went back to church and I went all in. I was like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it. Like, you say I'm called to be a pastor, I'm going to be a pastor.
Yeah.
So, like, I went to college for it. Like, I dropped out of SEMO, went to a
your
Bible
all.
college. I was preaching messages. Like, I have some powerful messages I've preached.
Yeah.
And then 2 years in, all the same things that I grew up with, like all the same hurt, the same judgmental, like all that came spiraling back up. Like, my best friends, because of politics, were basically almost forced out of the church. They brought me to that church. And they're basically kind of like forced out due to politics. Like, they didn't do anything wrong. Nobody did anything wrong.
Yeah.
It was just like, we don't believe you type of thing. And it's like, and so they left, and then I'm there, and then I get like paraded because they don't know how close I am. Like, I'm spending every lunch with this family. Like, I love them to death. Like, we've kind of lost touch recently because of life.
Yeah.
But like all this stuff, man. And so then I kind of get put on this pedestal, and I was like, now I feel manipulated. So then I left, and I was like, I don't want to be manipulated anymore. So like, I left church altogether.
Yeah.
And I think eventually I might find my way back to something, but I have a very specific, like, what I want out of a church in my mind. And it's almost one of those things that, like, I need to create it if I'm going to have it.
Yeah.
Type of
Just
thing.
keep searching.
But,
you know,
yeah, so,
keep searching.
and, like, so that's been a weird part of it, that I'm still, evolving and everything. But, I mean, it's part of life. Like, I mean, if you stop growing, like, that's a problem. Like, if you're not constantly learning something, if you're not trying to adapt or trying to change, like, you're falling behind.
Yeah.
Like, you can be confident in yourself. I'm not saying that. Like, you need to be confident in yourself and love who you are and stuff like that. But you should also be looking at, like, what can I improve in?
Yeah.
Like, and you should look at that everywhere. Like, with your job, with your family. Like, am I being the right father? Am I being the right partner to my significant other? Am I, like, evaluate it? And, like, ask for honest feedback. And be humble in it. And that's so hard. Because especially as men, like,
I'm very prideful in those moments.
like,
Yep.
we want to, like, I'll ask you, hey, what am I doing wrong? You'll tell me. I'm like, well, fuck you.
Well, yeah, buddy.
No,
Who
no.
are you?
Who are you to tell me that?
That one time
Who asked
You're like,
me?
who asked you?
You asked me.
No, I know I asked you, but who asked you?
I'm saying you.
Yeah.
No. Anyway,
It's
so, like,
funny.
you get into that mentality though, and it's hard to break, but allowing yourself to actually take a step back and be humble and learning how to talk and communicate is huge. Because like when I was going through all my depression and suicidal attempts and stuff like that, I mean, like I didn't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
I was like, nobody will understand, nobody cares, nobody whatever. And then you find out later like how many people do care.
Yeah.
And
or
like,
who understand.
Things I should not be here with some of the stuff that I've done trying to end it, and I'm here for a reason. And there's a lot of things I'm still discovering what that reason is. But like I just now have one of the biggest ones is I'm a father.
That's what I was going to say.
And I get to raise a little baby girl into this world and empower her and protect her.
Yeah.
And like I really keep saying I'm not going to be that dad with like the shotgun sitting on the stairs, like
But you
at
will.
the dance. But like I'll probably be the dad outside the dance doors. What's going on in there?
The chauffeur of the limo. Yeah, you're going to be all of that.
You're like,
Yeah.
did you know I was a chauffeur driver? Nope, but I am today.
You got a little
I
limo
bought this
hat.
limo just for this.
You going to have a little limo hat with a little jacket. You ready to go, baby?
I'm
Let's
losing
go.
about $8,000 tomorrow when I sell this thing, but I'm here.
I'm going to know you make it home at 10 o'clock.
Make sure you have her home at 10.
No, I'll make sure.
That's what I'm saying. Make sure you have her home at 10. Then he's the limo driver at the dance.
As he's getting in the car.
9:20. Let's go.
Yep.
You guys ready to go?
We'll pick up some ice cream on the way home, I swear. But yeah, no. So I'm excited. And
That's the best thing, though. Yeah. Like, you're in that position now. And I think that's something I said to Caitlin in her episode. Like, that's like the best position to be in. It's like you get to correct the wrongs of your parents.
Yeah,
You
and
know
it's
what
like
I mean?
break those generational curses, like I
Yeah.
said in the beginning. Like I mean,
And we're all hyper focused and aware of those things in life now. And like as you said earlier, we got to be open to talk about these type of things so we can get past them and become better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like that's the best position to have that mindset and to be a parent. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're really going to try to make your child be the best person that she can be. You know?
and love and support them, but also teach them
Yeah.
Yep.
in a corrective way, not a you have to be perfect type of thing that I kind of experienced. But and I wanted a baby girl so bad, like I wanted to be a girl dad. So when I found out it was a girl, I was over the moon. I was like, don't get me wrong, like I'd still love a son. Like I always kind of wanted 2 kids. I wanted one of each, but I wanted my first to be a girl to help me kind of break that cycle of what my dad had of, which I know would still be different if I have a boy, but like help break that, like you are your own person. Like I'm going to encourage you, like I'm going to introduce you to sports, like softball, baseball, whatever it is. Probably not basketball, even though she's probably going to be tall as fuck. I sucked at basketball, so I'm going to find somebody else. Like, you like basketball?
I'll pay for a trainer.
Here's a trainer. I don't know. That was the worst sport I played. And I got 2 concussions playing it. Yeah. Kids shoved me into the wall. Still had to shoot my free throws. There was fucking 5 things. Anyway, that's beside the point.
Which one do I hit?
Pick the one in the middle. The one in the middle was not it. Just so you know.
Air balls. And he's like, swoosh.
I made that in one of these.
Everybody's just quiet.
Coach, take me out. But no, I mean, like, so I'll still introduce it to her. But I mean, if it's one of those things now, I'm one of those guys that we're not going to quit mid-season.
No.
Like, you're going to see this thing through. I'm not going to teach you how to be a quitter. But if you don't like it, I'm not going to force you to go do it. But you're going to see it through because, I mean, hell, there's times that, like, even in baseball, especially during the beginning, because it's conditioning. It's like, man, this sucks. It's like, if I would have quit during conditioning, I would have lost the sport that I loved.
Yep. Whole experience.
But yeah, so I mean, nice little gap there for everybody from 18 to 29. You guys can fill in the blanks. But yeah, so. Or if you get really bored, we have a snippet of a whole other podcast where I talked a lot about that. But if you guys ever get bored, release. Oh, you deleted it?
We could always do
I'm just kidding.
part 2.
Oh, you could.
We can.
I'm not going to invite myself onto your podcast, though.
No, invite yourself onto my podcast.
I'm coming back.
Yeah.
Like, just call me and be like, hey, dog, when you free.
But
I'll be like, even talk to Dustin real quick.
yeah. But yeah, anyway, it was just, yeah, so learn to communicate, learn to talk, humble yourself. Don't be afraid to, especially as men, tell other guys around you, I'm struggling. Because here's the other thing, they probably already know.
As men, you should look at the struggle that you endure on yourself and then look at the next man and be like, I bet he's dealing with the same kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy how we don't think about that.
Yeah.
We just think about the next person, like, he got it better than me, or he got it better than me, or they might have it worse than me. But, like, you don't never be like...
You don't ever talk to them about it.
No. Be like, how bad do you got it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, and just being able to have that open conversation. Because, again, like, my best friend, that he knew I was going through all this stuff. And, like, he was trying to be there as much as you can. But, like, you can't force yourself into somebody's, like...
No.
You can't force somebody to open up.
No.
It doesn't work. So he tried everything he could, and then finally I reached my breaking point. And just to be honest, like one of these times I wrote the suicide note. And he came over to my house, just like we lived like a block apart.
Yeah.
He all of a sudden just showed up as soon as I finished writing it. And I was like, okay. So I folded it up and I gave it to him. I was like, you can read it, you can destroy it, I don't care. I was like, I need help.
Yeah.
And since then, you know, I haven't had any of those issues since, and we're
That's
rocking
good.
and rolling, and
That's good.
Hell
because I've learned to actually talk about it.
That's good.
So that's my advice. Talk. Don't be afraid, especially as men. Don't be afraid. Nobody's gonna make fun of you. If they do, fuck them.
That's right. That's right.
You heard it right there, man. You heard it right there, and that's some great advice.
Don't
you
need that
gave,
type of
man.
negativity in your life.
Man. So, well, we appreciate you for coming.
Absolutely.
Thanks
man.
for having me again.
Coming back.
Yeah, rocking
Yeah.
and rolling it. But I trimmed my beard up for it just for you guys.
You look good, man. You look good.
Yeah, no sleep,
Pretty-
but
Pretty
beard
fly
looks
for a
good.
white guy.
I do my best. I'll be honest though. Every time I look at Dustin, I get upset though because he has more ink than I do, and I need to fix it.
Fix it.
Yeah,
That's
fix it.
money.
I mean,
I have a daughter now. I got to think about her. I can't be coming home inked and be like, "Hey, did you get diapers?" I can't afford them now.
yeah,
But I got a leg sleeve, so we're good. I look good.
Hey, man.
Babe, grab one of them rags out of there. I'll jimmy it up.
Well, you gotta look at this dude and be like, one day
Oh yeah, no.
One
I
day.
have some ideas, but anyway.
they're gonna come together.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you guys having me. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it, man.
Appreciate you guys for watching another episode of Unveiled Paths podcast. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video out.
This is Real People, Real Paths. This is Patrick's story.
Peace.
Peace.
Thought you was gonna say Justin.
I thought so. I was waiting for it.